Hey, you clicked on this video because you have sciatica. Guess what? There is no quick fix. That's the bad news. The good news is I also have sciatica and we can go on this journey together. Hello guys, welcome to Home Gym Prague. I'm James, bringing you this video as part of my sciatica rehabilitation vlog. During this video I'm going to be going through some physical therapy exercises both on the floor and standing up, and then also integrating a little bit of cardio and a little bit of conditioning work. And just to let you know, this is part of my personal recovery from sciatica. It's something I've been dealing with now for quite a while, and I'm just hoping that these videos can be helpful for anyone out there who might also be struggling with sciatic pain and lower back pain. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be starting this morning off with some floor work. So coming down onto the mat, be up on my hands and elbows. Be pushing up. This exercise, I like to do about 20 or so repetitions. This is mainly something I'm doing to help release my lower back a little bit. All right, from here we're going to be coming up and then moving to the side. So right here, up on my hands and knees. From here I'm going to be both arching and rounding my back, focusing on rotating my pelvis. So arching the back, rounding the back. It's also rotating my pelvis forward and back. Paying attention to any sensation in my lower back. Sorry. We're doing these exercises, doing around 15 to 20 repetitions for these exercises. And kind of depends how it feels. Exercise feels good, I'd say you can do anywhere between 15 to 30 repetitions. Tends to be pretty good. But you also don't need to spend a ton of time on one exercise. I find it's good to do multiple things, multiple variations. So you want to work the muscles around the area that's injured, which in my case I have a disc herniation. So working to get some blood flow going in the area, working to strengthen some of the muscles in my hips, in my abdominal wall, in my basically the front part of my abs, my obliques. Giving some training to the muscles of my lower back and getting everything to work together properly so I don't have to be in so much pain. Okay, I'm going to do a few more repetitions like this. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to push my hips out to the side, side to side. Now from here, I'm going to go, this does a couple times, so I'm actually going to go into my elbows, I'm going to rock back a little bit, and again, pushing out to the sides. Now notice I'm doing just a small motion. I'm doing just a small motion. I'm going to sit back a little bit more. I'm actually going to spread my knees apart just a little bit more. And from here, I'm going to be doing a little bit more rounding and arching. Just do a little bit. Noticing my back is a little bit more sensitive when I'm doing the motion right here. So I do have it in a slightly more vulnerable position. All right. Okay, like that. Small arching and rounding with the back. Couple more repetitions. I need to slow it down a little bit. So I always have a tendency with these exercises to go a little bit too fast. Try to slow it down just a little bit. All right, good, like that. All right, so for this next exercise, I'm going to be using the yoga block, and I'm actually going to show this from the back, or from my wife's favorite angle. And right here, I'm going to put my right knee on the block, and left knee next to it. I'm going to go up and down with my left knee. And I'm rotating my hips to bring my knee up and down. Watch your pacing for this exercise, or these exercises, because I have a tendency to start to go too fast, especially when I start trying to count repetitions. It's good to try to slow things down a little bit. So try to go a little bit slower.
TC, you're so annoying.
I'm walking with the ghost, going higher than I ever been. I'm up, two-stepping, rain and fire.
It's one of those things I don't even notice sometimes. I think I'm doing a good pace, and then watch what I'm doing again. I realize I'm doing it way too fast. So one of the downsides of training on your own, I tend to train on my own a lot. There can be advantages sometimes of having a second set of eyes to watch what you're doing. more repetitions like this. Right. And done. Yeah, right there. All right. Next exercise. I'll be laying on my side. I'm gonna have my my right knee forward. So I'm gonna have my right knee forward. My left knee forward. All right. So this next exercise, laying on my side, I have my left knee forward, bent right in front of me. So put it back just a little bit. From here, I'm using a block to support my head. This arm's kind of doing whatever, doesn't matter. But very important right here, I'm going to be pushing my hip forward, so the right side of my hip pushing forward, and I'm going to be bringing my leg up and back just a little bit, mainly focusing on pushing through my heel with my leg fully extended right here. And should be feeling it right here in the hip area. So this is basically working the outer side of the glute. Now this is an important area to build up for stability in the hip, which when you're dealing with sciatic pain, hip stability is an important thing. And the problem is if you have really bad sciatic pain and then you're not doing anything for a little while and just kind of either sitting or laying down for a long time, then the hip area can get weaker, and then in the end it can aggravate the problems with the sciatica. So this is really important to train those hips, to train those glutes. Okay, do a couple more. Oh yeah, so I'm starting to feel the burn. Feel that burn in my hip. A couple more repetitions. Oh yeah. These are smaller muscles that are being worked right now, so they tend to be underworked, undertrained, and so get tired quite quickly. All right. Okay. There we go. So now we are on the other side. Doing the same thing. This time it's my right knee that's bent. My left leg straight back, lifting up. Now very important cues for this one is, now the left side of my hip, I'm trying to push it forward. I'm trying to push it this way. And then I'm lifting my leg up, but thinking about pushing my heel back just a little bit. And this exercise, I'm not so much shooting for a set number of repetitions. I'm really not. But just going until I start to feel that burn, fatigue in the hip. And once I hit that point, I try to do about 3 or 4 repetitions. Starting to feel that burn, yeah. Starts to burn, starts to feel a bit difficult again. These are muscles that generally tend to be under-trained. I can hear my dog whimpering outside. I'm gonna have to let the boy in here in a moment. Okay, ooh, there we go. All right. All right, here, we're doing a very, very small motion in the hips. Going to be first rolling my hips forward, basically this way. So it's kind of arching my lower back a little bit, but then coming back and pushing my lower back down against the mat. So kind of squeezing my abdominals to push my lower back against the mat. So right now there's basically, if I was to stick my hand right here, there'd be no space for me to put my hand. So I'm going to come back and this is very small motion right here. Kind of just rolling the hips back and forth. You don't want to push too hard. But you don't want to roll back and forth. helps get some blood flow in the hips, or blood flow around the lower back, blood flow around the area that's injured. Blood flow is usually good for recovery. That's why it's not a great idea when you're injured long term to just sit still and do nothing. Very short term, yeah, you want to do that. Right after you get injured, you just want to take it easy, take a break. Don't do anything that might aggravate your issue even more. But once you get past that initial phase, then rehabilitation becomes extremely important. All right, just a couple more times. And hopefully, it's a very small motion. Hopefully you guys can see it. By the way, if you have any questions about the exercises that I'm doing, why I'm choosing to do certain exercises, then please leave the comment in the video. All right. So right here, feet planted on the mat. Going to be, you can put your hands on your stomach, put your hands on the floor, doesn't matter that much, but hands on the floor like this. You want to slowly lift up your hips. Now, how far up you go is completely up to you, or it really depends. Sorry, take that back. How far you go really depends on how you feel. So if you're still dealing with a lot of pain in your lower back, then it might be good to do a shorter range of motion, especially if it's painful to do the full range of motion. So if you can do a small range of motion without pain, that's good, but you want to try to get to a point where you can fully extend, fully come down, fully extend. Like if you start doing this where it's a small range of motion but it feels good, but then bigger range of motion feels bad, but then after you do this motion through session after session, it gets better, you can have a better range of motion, that means you're heading in the right direction. I have to say where my sciatica pain is at currently, overall it's gone from being a debilitating, crippling pain to being more of a occasionally annoying pain with occasional flare-ups. So some moments I might move a certain way, I might stand up too quickly, something happens where just suddenly I feel like a jolt in my lower back. But right now I tend to recover from that happening pretty quickly, and just tends to be more just certain moments where for a little while it was constant. Like I couldn't do anything without pain. I'd get up in the morning and I'd struggle to walk around the flat. Like I'd be in pain walking around the flat, and then after walking around a little bit I'd feel better for a little while, because walking can be helpful, but then I go to work and my job is walking around for hours at a time, and wasn't good. But now definitely doing much better. All right. Okay, now from here. So starting off, grabbing behind my right leg. It doesn't matter which leg you start with. Now this is the side that's more sensitive, so my sciatic pain has gone from my lower back down through my right leg. But now definitely doing better. But the consistency with physical therapy, and I see a physical therapist every other week. Sometimes because of circumstances I have to miss certain sessions, but staying consistent at home doing this is really, really important. And as far as just doing the physical therapy, you don't need that much. Seriously, you don't need that much equipment-wise. You know, good to have a mat. I recommend a mat, a block, and a wedge. If you have a mat, a block, and a wedge, then you're good to go.
Let the 99 try to find me. That's why you're all I need. I just need to find my way back to you. Back to you. I just need you, Lord.
So switching legs now, doing the other side. So doing this to stretch the hamstring, a little bit of the glute. Now notice I'm not just pulling and holding. I'm doing some motion, so I pull and then I come back. I'm not pulling for too long, but doing this exercise, I mostly feel tension to the hamstring.
That's why he's all we need. I just need to find my way back to you. Back to you. I just need you, Lord, to hold me close and bring me through. Yeah, bring me through. I just need to find my way back to you. Back to you. I just need you, Lord, to hold me close and bring me through. Bring me through.
Alright, so what you do the other side again a few times. But one more exercise on the floor, and then we're gonna jump on the elliptical, and then we're gonna do some standing exercises. So from here, starting with my right leg out, lifting up. Okay, doing the other leg now. I'm not trying to do this exercise to failure, by the way, either of these exercises. I mean, this would be a lot to do, try to do the failure, but doing this until I start to feel some fatigue in my hips. Couple more repetitions, and go. All right, so time to get up, time to do some cardio. Daddy, chick, come on buddy, come on buddy, come on buddy. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you're a good boy. Who's your good boy? Ow! Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? All right, so guys, about to hop on the elliptical for about 8 to 9 minutes. That's the duration that I find is pretty comfortable for my back right now. So it's definitely improvement from where I was a few months back, but it's one of those things that helps me measure. It's one of those things that's helping me measure how my back recovery is going. So 8-9 minutes right now. I'm not gonna film the entire thing because that would be boring. But just want to show you a little bit of it.
Slaps, know them bars with Smith and Wesson. R.I.P. to Adam Johnson, cause he stole my blessings. Had to get back right, I feel like Cray back in 07. Shout out to my go, he paid the way, now check gon' tell him. Yeah, this the reason why I'm up. Sin had made the boy a victim, bad religion had me stuck. Timber MSC, Lago, line and lamb, done came in clutch. Tryna say I do too much.
Alright, so guys, that was about 9 minutes on the elliptical, which is feels like a pretty comfortable, pretty good spot for me right now. I feel like I could maybe go a little bit beyond that, but I don't want to go too quickly. So one thing that's really important if you're recovering from injury, especially if you're dealing with back injury, sciatica, is you want to pace yourself, and it's normal training. You want to try to go hard, try to push yourself to the limit. When it comes to physical therapy and recovery, then it's more important to pace yourself. Take things gradually, take things slowly, and also very important to listen to your body as well. So if your body is telling you there's a bit too much, you need to listen to your body. Whereas if your body's also saying, hey, this is maybe a little bit too easy, then you can try to go a little bit past that. But the main thing is not just watching your fatigue, but also watching your pain level during the exercises, and also paying attention to how you're feeling after the exercises, and then kind of adjusting from there. But I find the elliptical is a pretty good measuring stick for me, because when a while back I couldn't do anything on the elliptical at all. It was just too painful. Then I could go a couple minutes, and before it started to be painful. Now I'm pushing it towards the 10-minute mark, and hopefully then beyond that, where it is definitely feeling better. But now I'm going to go into a different kind of work. I'm going to be doing some standing work. I'm going to be working my hips a little bit more, kind of like what I was on the floor, but from a standing position, and a couple different exercises I want to show you with that. Alright, so for this exercise, I'm going to be using wedges. Actually going to be using 2 wedges, placing them at a slant on the floor, so facing away, facing towards the left. And I'm going to be, from this position, I'm going to be standing on the slant like this. Now for this, notice I'm holding on to something in front of me. I have my my left foot on the wedges, and from here I'm just going to be going up and down. So bringing my right foot up and down, basically moving my hip up and down like this. It's right here. Hopefully this isn't too far away. Just basically bringing my hip down and up. Here we go. Okay, a couple more repetitions. They're going to shift. Going to switch to the left, to the other side. Okay, gonna flip those around. Standing on my. So gonna flip those around. Now standing on my right foot. Right here. Holding on the side, going up and down like this. All right. So I'm going to bring the hip up and down. Here we go. Okay. Okay, kind of switch it around again. Now this time I'm going to be doing the same motion or similar motion, but instead of going down and up with the hip, I'm actually going to bring my foot back, and I'm actually going to go out to the side a little bit. which is not the same motion at all. I don't know why I just said that, but basically be pushing my hip back into the side. So right here, standing on my left foot. From here, I'm pushing my hip out to the side, bring my right leg back. You can see I'm coming down, pushing out, coming up like this. All right, from there, gonna switch to the other side. So leaning forward just a little bit, but mainly focusing on pushing my hip out. Go pushing out. All right. So for this last part, going to be doing some single leg lunges, some assisted single leg lunges. Going to be doing some bicep curls, and then I'm going to be doing some calf raises, and then also finishing off with doing some back extension holds. And then that'll be it for today.
But we been at a glow. Can't shake the light, it's on me. And they been at a no. Them shackles off of my feet. Not your boy from that Eastern Bloc. Ever seen a humble beast and pride? I got him real surprised.
I'm not helping myself stand up. I'm just giving myself some stability. Trying to use my hands as little as possible. Okay. It's my hips that are tired, not my quads. My quads are actually feeling pretty good, but it's my hips that are tired. So helping myself with my hands a little bit so I can give a little bit more work to my quads. I'm definitely using my hips for some stability, but it's helping stabilize myself a little bit.
And they've been at a no. Them shackles off of my feet.
Unfortunately, I find that when I try to go too low, it tends to irritate my back, so I'm doing a little bit smaller range of motion, not quite going all the way down. Okay, I'll do a couple more. There we go. All right. I'm gonna do some hammer curls today. The difference is you do regular curl, start with the hands out like this. Hammer curl is the side like this. So I did some regular bicep curls yesterday, so I'm gonna do this to add some variety. And this is just a warm-up weight, by the way, just a warm-up set. Back to squats. Let's go to the other side. Still feels like kind of a warm-up weight. It is kind of a warm-up weight. Okay, gonna go. All right. Gonna go a little heavier after this. There we go. Okay, switching legs. Okay, that's good for lunges. This is actually going to be my first actual working set for the biceps. It's basically finished with the lunges, but I'm going to go a little bit heavier with the weight for the bicep curls. So I'm going to do 2 sets of these. I'm actually supersetting now with single leg calf extensions. After that, I'm going to do some back extension holds, and then that will be it for today. That's not too hard. Yeah, hammer curls are. So starting off right now with the right leg, left leg. Doesn't matter which side you start with. Just doing single leg. Haven't really done much calf raises or much calf raising lately, so I'm going to try to reincorporate that into my training. Oh yeah, starting to feel that burn. The calves are one of those muscles you can put a lot of volume into, even daily volume. So it's not something, certain muscles, certain muscle groups. It's good to wait a day or two before training them again. And it's always important to pay attention to your overall fatigue. But the thing about calves is that they tend to recover very quickly. And same with biceps. Biceps and calves are two muscles where you can break the rule as far as, usually you want to train muscles. Well, it's usually not a great idea to try to train muscles multiple days in a row. So you don't really want to do your chest multiple days in a row. You don't really want to do your quads multiple days in a row. Your back multiple days in a row. It's better to spread it out, give a couple days for recovery. But biceps and calves specifically definitely don't seem to require that kind of recovery time. So you can train them more often. And biceps I've been still training pretty frequently, but not so much with the calves. So that's something I'm going to get back into. So supersetting, going to grab the dumbbells again. Going to switch to the adjustable dumbbells. I like how they feel a little bit better for this exercise. Yes. Here. This is a pretty good weight. Good amount of resistance, but not too heavy. Fine for biceps and calves. Generally good to go high volume versus higher weight. Actually, I'd say generally speaking, I recommend doing higher repetitions for single joint exercises and maybe higher weight, lower repetitions for compound exercises, although it's not an absolute rule. And by the way, when I say more weight for compound movements, I don't mean, when I say more weight for compound movements, I don't mean necessarily more, doing things in like the 1 or 2 to 3 repetition range. I mean more in like the 6 to 8, 6 to 10 repetition range. Unless you're a power lifter and you're trying to compete in powerlifting or Olympic weightlifting or things like that, like it's not, trying to go for 1 rep maxes isn't so useful. In terms of general athletic training, you don't really need it. It's much better to stay in a little bit higher repetition area, even if you're training heavy. That's okay. It can really be exercise dependent. Some exercises you'll find you'll do better with kind of maybe medium weight, lower weight, higher repetition. Some exercises feel much better doing a little bit heavier weight but lower repetitions. It's still staying above 5 repetitions. So you get into really heavy weights, that's when you start to risk injuries, start to create problems. Yeah, trying to use heavy weights some of where my problems come from. So don't be like me. I mean, maybe try to do like me right now, because right now I'm recovering and hopefully this is helpful for you, but don't be like the me that got me to the place where I am, where I have all sorts of problems and injuries that I'm having to deal with. It's not fun. Alright, last set of curls. My chains and gone, singing my saving song. You'll never leave, never did me wrong. No longer a mistake to my God, no. You give me faith for my doubts, Lord. So when I fall away, when I'm down low, when I break down, when my mind gone, Lord be with me in the night storm. When that moment comes, this is my song. I can count on all my blessings, yeah. Pain and all the stress and yeah. I know there's purpose in the pressure. Alright, last set of cat phrases. Yeah, you been right here. Always holding me, so I ain't really gotta feel. I just need your peace, I just need to know you there. Yeah, I just need to know you there. Adonai, I should die. I can count all these blessings now that you gave by your power. Yeah, all I ever wanted, all I ever need. Every time I wonder, man, I can't believe. I remember how you broke the chains, I'm not alone. Every single day reminding me that this is on. Ain't nothing I can say except thank you, Lord. Everything you are is what I'm looking for. Hold me in your arms when I fall short. Gonna do, okay, switching, other side. I felt a nice little burn there. Nice burn right there. Okay. Woo. Okay, whew, feels good. All right. All right, so last exercise is going to do some back extension holds. This is going to be a really important exercise, or this is a really important exercise for working the muscles of my lower back, especially the smaller muscles of my lower back. Now, this is an exercise where I'm trying to gradually progress from where I can hold for up to 2 minutes and then eventually add motion to it. And eventually, the goal eventually is to be able to do full back extensions up and down for around 20 to 30 repetitions. And hopefully by the time I'm there, my back should be fully recovered and I should be back to normal training. But right now, I've done about 45 seconds to 50 seconds. I'm going to try to push a little bit past that, maybe try to go close to the minute mark and see how it feels, but it's all going to depend how it feels. So if I get up to the 40 or 50 second mark and I start to feel a little bit too much tension in my lower back, I might stop from there. Just kind of have to see how it feels.
I never see him, my habibi since the day one. Watch it throwing, little boy, we finna take one. We really bohemians, fine. And some CC to these streets on that wine. And some shackles on my feet. How I'm styling, the barefoot, how we free. Cause we been at the club. Can't shake the light, it's on me. And they been at it now. Them shackles off of my feet.
One more thing, guys, thank you for watching this video. I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Ify Soa. Actually let me use some of his music for my videos, and he's a really cool guy, really talented artist. Go check him out on Spotify. Anyway, thank you guys and have a blessed day. That's going to be it for today. Hopefully, if you're dealing with sciatica pain, there's some things in this video that can help you out. Most important thing, though, is to be consistent with your therapy. Be consistent with your training. You don't need, I'm blessed to have a nice home gym set up, but you don't really need that for these kinds of exercises. I mean, literally the three, well, really you don't necessarily have to have anything, but if you're gonna have three things to use for your physio, for your recovery, it would be a mat to lay on the floor, so it makes the floor a little bit more comfortable, a yoga block, which you can use for holding yourself in certain positions, and then also a wedge especially for some of those standing positions, can be very helpful. But thank you guys for watching. Hope this can help you out, and everyone have a blessed day, and I will see you guys for the next of, what is definitely going to be, or should be, many videos in this blog, and then hopefully some regular training videos after that. But also on top of that, along the way, we do want to add some other home gym fitness content as well, talk about different themes for setting up a home gym, some advice, things like that. But thank you guys, have a blessed day, see you guys in the next video.
But we've been at it go.